damned Imperial Parcel Service is always late. To Grathor with this!
What's the matter, Gark?
You're practically foaming at the mouth. Not that it's any different than any other day.
Near manic episode.
Bah! I've ordered something from one of those late-night infomercials, and it has not arrived yet.
Late-night infomercials? Do I dare ask?
Do you just sit there, drunk with your Imperial Express card, waiting to throw your money away?
No. This time it's a guaranteed to be profitable. I have discovered the rarest commodity in all of the Empire.
By Kaelus's beard, what now?
I'm not sure I want to hear this.
I've ordered the Imperial Home Study Course on how to be a scientist, a profession as rare as latinum in the Empire, according to the infomercials.
You must be on your last brain cell, Gark.
You could have just taken the courses offered at the Academy.
What? It seems feasible. Why not jump early into a scarce profession?
Because scientists are not scarce, and late-night infomercials are broadcast by Federation subversives wishing to undermine the Empire.
What?
He speaks the truth. Why else would they broadcast them so late at night?
I can see that there is some misinformation about the Empire and its esteemed scientists. After all, how else do you think we even became a spacefaring race if not for the use of science?
History states that after the Hauk left, our ancient brethren learned new technologies from the remains of the Hauk vessels that allowed us to move deeper into space.
Tahkek, foul beast.
The ancient Hauk technology did help us, but the Klingons of that time were already a spacefaring peoples. We were exploring our solar system and nearby moons and planets, using sleeper ships to establish colonies, mining facilities, and military installations.
I understand that, but so many say it's just a myth, an untruth, proven by the evidence of encounters past.
Federation lies. If they tell enough, people will begin to believe it. There is not a race that travels the stars that does not have science to support their civilization and technology.
Much like the myths of us Klingons being brainless, overpowered brutes in combat. Wait, that one's true.
That one tickles me every time.
They treat our scientists as if they do not exist because all they ever see is the warrior caste.
In recent decades, the High Council has supported the warrior caste with all of the supplies and resources they need to wage war. As a result, the universities and scientific institutes have had to survive on what they can obtain from private donors.
That is true. There was once a time when the Empire's universities and scientific institutes operated with the full support of the High Council, but that was almost a century ago under Chancellor Gorkon.
In fact, one of our first in-person encounters with the Federation, we had our scientists in plain view.
When Captain Kang introduced his wife, Mara, who was his first officer and his science officer, to James Kirk.
Kirk, one of the few humans who understands us and is worthy of respect as a foe. Did he not say, bloodthirsty, mindless barbarians do not spawn solar empires?
Boy, there goes 20 energy credits. At least with the Imperial Express pay-or-die payment plan, my credit score will still be intact.
Science is alive and well within the Empire. It's respected as much as any other profession. You should expand your horizons. Spend a little more time perusing the Imperial Library databanks.
I do. I'm on the Imperial Databank almost daily. Others online see me often enough.
I think Korrath meant more time in the sciences section and less in the Orion Born.
Hey! She said she is working her way through medical school.
Of course she is.
Aye, scientific discovery continues today with whatever resources that they can obtain, through whatever means they deem reasonable. It merely falls in the shadows compared to tactical pursuits.
Come to think of it, Garg, you would make a good addition to the scientific community, since they have been reduced to piracy, theft, and other unscrupulous methods to continue their research.
Many of our prized bird-of-prey captains have studied the sciences. Use those skills quite well in battle, actually. It can make them as worthy of honor and glory as any captain schooled in the engineering and tactical arts.
Science in the hands of the right warrior can turn the tide in battle.
Yes, a sensor scan is great for softening an enemy up before a strike. I don't need to mention the benefits of a science fleet in combat.
I prefer to use a subnucleonic beam to temporarily disable my opponents in combat.
I am well aware of the benefits of science teams, photonic shockwave, and even hazard emitters in combat.
I can't tell you the number of times my science officer has saved our Sahut with a well-timed polarized hull or sensor scramble.
One should not believe the Federation propaganda. Science is like any career choice. It has its benefits, but it's only as useful as the captain who wields it.
Especially since the Federation relies on their science so much as it is, they may fear our delving deeper into it as a people. The Federation will lie like anyone else.
If the sciences are so important to the Empire, why don't I see them more often?
You see it every day in the technology all around you.
We even excel beyond the Federation in many scientific fields, if you know where to look.
How so?
Time travel, for one.
Go on, pull the third one. Now you sound like one too deep in his blood wine.
He's serious.
The Federation uses celestial gravity to slingshot their vessels past the speed barrier involved in time travel.
They do what?
They use the star's gravity to increase their speed to the point of traveling backwards in time. Quite accurately, really, for such a clumsy method.
And what do we use? Or do we just have a machine that does it for us?
The chrono deflector, built by Klingon Defense Force scientist Korrath and stolen by Admiral Janeway.
Surely there must be problems with the sciences involved, though. Quaff! I can't even answer a hell without decloaking sometimes. Time travel must be tedious.
One of the biggest problems that the Empire has with science is a decided lack of vessels designed for the career.
Those days are past. The Klingon Defense Force now has the Volkuv carrier and the adaptable Bird of Prey class. Also, the shipyards have been repurposing more of our Jekputwit vessels for science.
The Volkuv may be a science vessel, but it handles the skills and abilities of a tactical or engineering captain just as well.
Sounds like you're saying that it's not even a true science vessel.
Good point. It does not have an increase in shield power output, nor uses sensor analysis to continually weaken a targeted opponent. So I suppose that would make it more like a science-friendly vessel rather than a true science vessel.
Also, we have the technologies of the gravimetric pulse generators, the magnetometric generators, and do not forget the advanced battle cloak. Truly a marvel of science, and oh, how the Starfleeters drool with envy.
Do not forget about the teleportation console on the Chitang Bird of Prey.
Just having bridge officers trained in the sciences can be enough to turn bad fortune. In fact, many Bird of Prey captains station them at the Lieutenant Commander console in their bridge crew because they are so useful.
This I already knew. What experienced Bird of Prey captain does not use his science bridge officer to its near full potential, preparing weapons, decloaking, photonic shockwave to stun, sometimes kill a target, and hazard emitters to soothe that plasma and harpoon burn before moving on to the next foe.
That, Korrath, is why I thought we had plenty of science-capable vessels within the KDF.
Well, then it's fortunate that the House engineers are more knowledgeable than Garg.
Ah, quah! Every time I try to make a little extra side cash.
Ha 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 ha! Cheer up and drink while Hauk tells us what's best in life.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear their lamentations.
Koi keles puglod, koi pukbe pu, yakbo matbo sheshugui, se machume uv, mashu managich bakochu, nipe yin majak wov ku, van ma hefech etcho tichtak, van bumadi bupare, mashutak kumame bumashuta, ma o.
Jar,